Hi, this video is about how to do search engine optimization in WordPress for beginners in 2019 and likely well beyond. This will still be valid. The SEO principles will still be valid many years from now, and the fundamentals of WordPress hasn't changed. Well, it looks a little bit different, and it has a lot of good things in it. It won't change a whole lot. So in this video, I will give some critical on-page SEO tips. I'll also give you some of the biggest on-page SEO time wasters. And then I'm also going to teach you a technique to get things going really fast, to get your website ranking as fast as possible, even though you might not have created all the content that you need so far. My name is David Hood. I've made well over $1 million with SEO, and I know you can too. I'd like to help others because I know it can be done, and it's actually a much better life than what I had before, even as an engineer. And this Digital Assassin Dojo YouTube channel is all about making money online to create the lifestyle you desire. I mean, everything I try to do is at least semi-passive income, and then some of it is extremely passive. There's, it's not 0 or 1 type thing. Okay, so into the video. So first of all, make sure you've done your keyword research. Make sure you've really taken a look at what is your market type in the search engines and what can you rank for. And I'll post a link in the description to another video that I'll shoot soon to talk about how to do keyword research. I think there's a lot of myths out there about that, and there's a lot of tools that are expensive that really don't help you, in my opinion. And there's a lot of free stuff out there that you can use, like Google, for example. You don't really need to pay for all those tools, and there's a whole lot of shortcuts if you don't want to pay for them. So this is assuming that you've done some of your keyword research, and I'm going to show you what I would do in WordPress. It's actually very simple, and I think you can do it pretty quickly. So number one, the first most important thing in your for your website from an on-page standpoint is your domain name. So this is less about WordPress, and this is more about just doing your homework. Now, my domain name isn't really very SEO optimized. This website isn't really critical that I rank in Google. It does have digital in it. If I really wanted to make this domain name really good, really aggressive towards like the search phrases I'm trying to rank for, I might have put like SEO in it or makemoneyonlinedojo.com. But I'm thinking more long-term and from a branded standpoint. That's actually the exception. Most of my websites, I will have a pretty aggressive domain name. I'll put a flavor word in there, and then put some major words or word that is in a lot of the main search phrases that I want to target. So we're going to skip beyond that. So the number 2 and 3 basically tied for second for most important things from an on-page standpoint are going to be the titles and URLs of your pages. Okay, so let's say we want to create a new page on, let's do this, how to do SEO in WordPress for beginners 2019. Okay, so this is going to be the title. And let's just go ahead and it's got the URL here, so I'm probably going to edit this out. How to do SEO, I'm going to take out beginner. Maybe I'll do, instead of beginners, I'll do step by step tutorial, and that's because I know that this is another thing that people search for. I'm going to go ahead and leave 2019 in there. And now, sometimes when you first do WordPress, I'm actually going to click publish on this, and I'm going to open up in a new tab. So we're going to go settings, permalinks. Okay. So this is the default, and usually what I want to do is I just want to do like post name. There's another thing that I'm going to do. We want to add category post name because of the way that I plan on structuring this. So there's 2 different ways I would recommend actually. So post name would just be whatever the title of the post is. That's what it'll default to, or you'll just have what's called flat URLs, which means that there's not going to be any like subcategory of URLs. Now, if I do %category, I could actually do nested URLs, which would mean, like, let's say I had a category about SEO, and then I had how to do on-page SEO, and then I had for WordPress. And in that way, I'm going to have like a /SEO / on-page / WordPress or something like that. So I'm actually going to do this. This is more of a flat URL. It's much simpler, and I'm just going to, it's going to make it a little bit easier for you to understand. I think it's just a little simpler, and it makes it easier to plan out my my URLs. Okay, so now I don't have content for this yet, so here's one of the tips that you can get things going really fast. I'm just going to go to YouTube. And I'm going to how to do SEO in WordPress. I'm just going to do this. Okay, I'm going to find one. Now, these are technically my competitors, but I'm going to go ahead and let's see how to do SEO WordPress 4 years ago, 5 months ago. This one's really popular. I don't really like.
Well, digital marketing.
So we're going to come in here and we're going to do share, embed, copy. And I'm going to click text. I'll put a little A here just because I don't want it becomes hard to edit in the visual if you don't put like a little text thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to embed all 3 of these videos. All right.
Hey, Jason here. I'm going to share.
So you might think, well, these are other people's videos. Why would I do this? And I'm going to explain it in a second after I get this last one. All right. So first of all, the most engaging form of content are videos. Okay, video is something where someone can click and be entertained and informed. You're watching a video right now, and the time that people spend on videos is just longer than any other form of media. And Google owns YouTube, and they love it when you share their stuff. When you keep people in their wheelhouse, so to speak. All right, I can just do here. I'm gonna do the simplest version. Are some good videos about how to do SEO in WordPress for beginners in 2019. All right, and I could simply, just do this. Let's go ahead and delete this. All right, and when I click visual, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, this is a super simple way to get started. Okay, I'm going to just update this. We'll take a look at this page. And after I upload this video, I will make it the top video in here. I'll probably leave in some of these videos and maybe make some more specific comments on it. And also I will add a little bit more text, but you can see I'm shooting this video on December 6, 2018. You can see, whenever you're watching this video, you can see what I've done. Maybe go to the website, go to the page. I'll put a link to the page in the video, but you can see what it looks like right now. Okay, I don't have a sidebar, so that's something that we will talk about, but let's take a look. So this is my title, How to do SEO in WordPress for Beginners 2019. Now a lot of the Dash Digital Assassin Dojo, a lot of that, the themes will automatically add sort of like your site name on there, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. And then here's the full URL. Let's see, let's pull it into a notepad so you can see it a little bit better. All right, so what I try to do with the URL is I try to do something slightly different. You can see I got step-by-step and tutorial, but I still have SEO and WordPress in there. And now we've got a page. And just in a few minutes without having a page, I've got a page about how to do SEO. So let's go back here, and I want to show you a few different things. Okay, so the next biggest factors from an on-page SEO standpoint are going to be how your pages are interlinked and your H1 tags. Okay, so let's show interlinking. I'm actually going to do, first what we need to do is we need to create another page. So I'm going to add it. I'm going to hold control and I'm going to click add new so that I can do a different tab. I like having multiple tabs open. And we're just going to do like search engine optimization. I don't know, I can always change this later. This is going to be my parent like SEO page. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to do SEO 101. we're just going to embed a couple videos here. Again, we're not looking to, this is a brand new site. We're not looking to, you know, reinvent the wheel. We're not looking to have something super amazing right out of the gate. Oh, one reason why it's super important to go ahead and put this page up is that the age of your page matters. So the longer this page is up, the more Google's going to trust it. And so getting your pages up for the things you want to rank for as soon as possible, even before you have content up, is super important. Okay, so good SEO videos for beginners. I don't know. Let's see.
Do you want to rank #1 on Google?
Yes,
well,
I
I
want to
hate
rank
to
#1
say
on
it,
Google.
it's actually...
Of course, who doesn't want to rank #1 on Google? It's not really what it's all about. It's not so much about, we're going to do SEO for, let's just do SEO beginners 101. Okay. And this is not, I haven't really researched this as much as I should have in terms of what keywords I'm going to do here. I'm not going to build my whole site out because I have a lot of pages planned. I haven't completed that, but I wanted to show you a few different things. So we're going to come in here, we're going to refresh this page. All right, and I'm going to do, this is now the parent of the page. And there's a reason why I'm doing this. You don't necessarily have to do this. I do have a plugin that I have made that makes this, this process that I'm going to show you on how to enter link much easier. Oh wait, one more thing. Let's go back real quick before I move on. That I want to show you. So if I click on this, I hold Control. So that's not right. It should be a flat URL. It's not. I might have to like go in and save the permalinks again. There we go. For some reason it's this is what I was talking about before with the nested URL. Notice how it does slash because that's the parent. And this should be an H1 tag. That's probably what that is. So when we talk about H tags, so I'm just going to search this for H1. So yeah, how to do WordPress. We got H1 class entry title. Okay, so WordPress automatically, depending on the theme, but the vast majority of themes that automatically do an H1 tag. If you got a long piece of content, you can also put in something like H2 tags. So this matters to a lesser degree, and it matches my title, so it just kind of reinforces. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. Let's actually go and I'm going to do post. That should fix the URL. I need to talk to my developer, my designer, or one of my developers on this because this should work for you. You definitely don't. A lot of times it defaults to this, where it's like page 1, 2, 3. You definitely do not want that. That's really weird. Okay, doesn't matter right now. You know, you can always fix it, and I would encourage you to go to Upwork.com and find an inexpensive developer who can work with WordPress and do a lot of the different basic things here. So you don't spend a lot of time with the technical aspects of WordPress. You don't usually need to, but it's something that can be, you know, you don't want to get stopped up on oh, well, you know, why isn't this working, and spend an hour looking at that. That's just not a good use of your time. Even if you are a developer, if you're talking about marketing your website on the internet, it's not really a very valuable use of your time. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so here is my fancy plugin. And leave a comment below if you want the plugin, and I'll show you what it does. So we're going to go Appearance, Widgets. So the sidebar, and I haven't double checked this, blog sidebar. There's supposed to be a sidebar. Again, I need to talk to my technical team. So I thought this was already set up, but it's not. And so I'm not going to be able to display this here. Maybe add new. What is this? Just test. So this is a great thing about WordPress. We'll just see what happens. This is what you try to do when you try to create a video, try to create a site from scratch. So there's some things that stop you. There should be, oh, it might be on the page. sometimes, oh, no. Sidebars. Default, none. Blog sidebar. There we go. Not familiar with this specific theme, Fusion Builder. I don't really like page builders that much, but now we go to the page. There's a sidebar. Okay, so we want to edit this sidebar in the widgets. See, that was easy. I'm gonna go ahead and delete most of these. Recent posts. Okay, we're just going to leave in some of that stuff. So I'm going to go to, where's it, Titan widget. All right, now this should work with most websites, but I can't guarantee it. We're just going to do related pages. Okay, so this doesn't work with posts, it only works with pages. All right, so now what this is going to do, let's refresh this, is it's going to link every page to its parent, its siblings, and its children. If you imagine a website hierarchy, let's go here. Let's find a good example. This is a really good example. So if you imagine your homepage being like your main category, okay, you've got a category here and a subcategory here, and then or I guess categories and then subcategories, and then maybe even subcategories. What you want to do is you want to link your homepage to all your main categories, and then you want to link your categories. These are siblings, and then you want to link your categories to the subcategories, and you want to interlink these subcategories, and then you also want to link back to the category page. But you don't want to link this sub right here to this subcategory here. By nature, a lot of times you'll link this to here just because you'll put this in your, you know, a lot of times these main categories are going to be in your nav bar. And as you go deeper in a bigger site, this matters more and more. And this will also matter when links come into your site. If like a link comes into this subcategory page, it's going to really juice up these relevant pages. And let's say these are subcategory pages a lot more than if you're just, what a lot of people do is they'll have a drop down that goes really deep into all their subcategories, and basically what they're doing is linking every page to every page, which is not what you want to do for sure. It's not like the end of the world if you do that, but it's better to do it this way. So let's create a few more pages so you can see more of what I'm talking about. New page. We're gonna do. Let's actually do on page SEO for beginners. And we're going to make this the parent. I'm actually not going to do any of the videos right now just because I want to show you how some of this works. Off page SEO for beginners. Again, I'm also not editing the URL, which I normally would do. Oops, let's do this here, update. I'm going to get to some of the time wasters here shortly because there's a lot of things in here that a lot of people are going to be like, wait, why haven't you talked about this? We're actually going to go back here, and I consider this WordPress, this is really actually on page, so we're going to make this a subcategory of on page. And then I'm going to create a whole new category. Let's see, new page. Let's just call it like website conversion optimization. All right, and then maybe we'll create just like a make money online category. Maybe we'll call it like make passive money online. Make passive money online. All right, you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. You see how fast and easy it is to create pages. And then let's create let's actually make this just the make money online. Just as an example, I might change that. Make money online. Okay, so now we're going to do a separate page. Make passive money online. All right, and we're going to make this a child of make money online. All right, so Now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go into Appearance and go Menus. And what you want to do is you want every page to be accessed by the Google crawler from the home page. So what does that mean? That means that there needs to be a path from the home page, even if it's 4, 5, 6 links deep, to every page. All right, and so in my main menu right here, I want to put my main category pages. I'm going to add these to the menu, and I'm going to and we're just going to do SEO. All right, and I'm going to save menu. All right, so what this is going to allow, let's go ahead and click here. All right, so let's say I go make money online. Oh wait, I need to, there's something I need to do. Blog sidebar, we need to do that for every single page. So we're going to edit this page. Usually you don't have to do that. And sidebars, blog sidebar, update. View page. All right, so now we can see we have to make passive money online. All right, and let's go ahead and go into sidebar, blog sidebar, update. All right, and we're gonna view this page. You can see it's linking there. Let's say we add a new page. I'm gonna do let's see, something that I might already have it. On page critical on page SEO factors. Okay, so we're going to add a new page, and we're actually going to make this an on page. I have a reason for doing this. Should have done this the first time. Publish. Okay, so we go in here, we view page. So notice how this doesn't link. This doesn't link to several of my. We go back to pages. This doesn't link to make passive money online and any other like categories or subcategory pages. All right, so that's really important. If we click on conversion, well, there was no. I don't think there was any sub pages for conversion. And you could do this. So what my plugin does is it makes it easy to interlink properly. You just basically set up the parentage properly. You don't have to do that. If you just think about, if you just create, as I showed before, that conceptual diagram, you should be able to, just link yourself. You don't have to do it in the sidebar. You can do it within the content. You can just have like a related pages and just fill it out manually. So it's not a really big deal. I don't think it's required, but it does save time. So let's view page. This one has, so we don't have a sidebar. So all right, so I had a blank site when we got started. It's about 23 minutes later, and with me fiddling around, and now I actually have some content. I mean, I actually have a page. We go to SEO. Like this is, believe it or not, this is actually a page that would be pretty engaging to visitors. Something's wrong. It's doing weird stuff. Okay, there we go. And so you go on page SEO for beginners. Did not do that right. I did not put any videos, even if I have videos on here. So Google actually likes these pages, and if someone arrives on it, they don't bounce. They actually it will engage with it. If all I did was pick out some relevant videos and maybe put a little bit more text in there, but really you only need a few paragraphs or a few sentences of text, and it can be a highly engaging page that Google, that visitors respond well to, that Google likes. Okay, and this is, this is a big thing that a lot of people don't talk about, because if you waited, especially with a brand new site, if you waited until you did all your research and there's 100 different unique keywords that you want to rank for. And you waited until you created all 100 of those pieces of content to create the pages for those content. Then you're just kind of leaving some money on the table. Even though in a way I am, let's go to here, I am promoting these other videos, but at the same time I'm promoting my own website. So it's kind of a win-win, and I am competing with these, but at the same time I'm not, because a lot of times, you know, let's say I'm making my video about this right now, people watch this video, if my video ends up being good, then it funnels them into my video as well. It's going to suggest my video. Let's talk about one of the biggest time wasters in here. So there's a very popular plugins. So we add new that a lot of people recommend, and I think it's just a big it's just a big bloat. So this is a Yoast SEO plugin. You don't need it. I know it's got a bunch of reviews. It's got a bunch of random stuff on there, and it distracts you. Again, titles, URLs, interlinking, and H1 tags. All that can really be done with the basic form of WordPress, and I like to keep it slim. There's another one that's a competitor, all-in-one SEO. Let's see if I search that right. All-in-one SEO Pack. This is also very popular. I don't recommend it. And again, it's not. There are some useful things in there, but it's like when you buy a new computer. And it comes with Windows, and it comes with all this other ads. It's called bloatware. It's basically a big giant bloatware. Of the 100 things that it does, maybe one of them is useful sometimes, but you don't really need it. You can usually do it in another simple way. And then another thing I might change, I actually do use Contact Form 7. That's actually a useful plugin. And sometimes I'll do like a security one. A security plugin. There's lots of free security plugins or paid security plugins that's useful, especially changing the login URL. The default login URL for WordPress is wp-admin. That's going to help increase the security of your site as well. So that's a really big, just a lot of people, they download this and they look at all the features, and it gives suggestions, it gives grades. Any sort of automated SEO grading software, in my opinion, is a waste of time. You just might as well not do it. That's another problem I have with like the keyword research tools. They give these competition scores that are just kind of an estimation on an estimation on an estimation. And if it's like, oh, well, this one says 80 and this one says 20, so, you know, clearly this one's more competitive. You would have already known that from the beginning. You wouldn't need a tool to tell you that. All right. And so, you know, that's something to keep in mind for that. Let's see. So, if you would like my simple plugin, no worries, leave a comment below. I'll also leave a link that you can go through to get it. If you've liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Or again, if you leave any comments, if you have any questions, I will respond. This is not everything that you could possibly do with on-page SEO, but it is the critical factors. Titles and URLs, interlinking, and H1s. H1s are pretty much automatically done. And as you can see, I've actually got some pages up, right? And I've actually got content. Let's go back to SEO. And we've actually got content. So if someone were to arrive on this page right now, they would actually be able to engage with it, which Google does measure. Google does measure how long people are staying on your site. And you better believe that if they watch this video on the site, then that's good for me. Yes, it's good for the video as well, but that's, you know, so what? I mean, who cares? Overall, it's just good for my site. And this is kind of a placeholder as I make my own videos. So this is sort of like a main category page. As I make more and more SEO videos, I'll just put all those videos on this page, and eventually I will remove these videos. And you know, having engaging content is useful. So, and then getting the page up as soon as possible is also very useful. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.